Hello YouTube, it's BirdO'Prey5. Welcome back to Cities Skylines. Nerd Map, episode 30. We need jobs. Sassy needs jobs. Sassy is all for. We need more employment. Our people need jobs. And once again, I simply forgot to turn on commenting, so let me bring the comments up. Give me a quick second as I do that. What? And yes, if you are here, remember to switch to live chat instead of top chat. Okay, let's see. There we go. We've got this. Now I've got to, of course, bring my tablet up so I can see if there are any existing comments. But, and yes, you've got me on screen again today. Hopefully I don't forget that and start doing something extremely embarrassing. No, I don't want to update YouTube. Not now. Why don't you just update YouTube in the background? I don't want to be bothered with updates. You know this. And I see it's already started, but let's see. Let's see if anyone was first before not Ryan Johnson. Wait. This is an old stream. Damn it, YouTube. At least give me my live. There it is. Where are we? Oh wow, we've got a few people here. Sure. Let me take my own advice and switch to live chat. Shronemore was first at 5:06 p.m. Welcome, Shronemore. Anti-Trekker was second, not first. Welcome, Anti-Trekker. Anti-Trekker says, dang it. Shronemore says his victory is mine. The victory is mine. Thomas Potts says, hi. Welcome, Thomas. Josh Street says, hi, Mama Prey 5, but not Bird. I'm guessing that is what she laughed at. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello in Qapla. The Tilly City Skyline stream is live. Keep coming up Tilly. I don't know how that happened. Oh, and Mom. Mom says hi, y'all. I still have to change Mom's name to Mamo Prey. Thomas Potts says, Bird of Prey, your assassination attempt on me failed. A Kurdistan dentist pulled my tooth, not the fake Karoga one. Okay. Maybe someone else has an assassination attempt out on you, Thomas, because that wasn't our assassination attempt. Ours will be different. You'll be really surprised. And Mom is laughing at Josh Street. Shronemore 631 subs, Bird. You are not far from 1,000. Yes. Yes, we are. Slow and steady loses all races. Isn't that what it's called? You want to be fast and first, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Thomas says, no, Bird of Prey, no one is here. It's your imagination. Well, I gotta say, I have a pretty active imagination. I am more than once. In fact, many times I've woken up impressed at what my brain could come up with of epic dreams. I mean, it would put Avatar to shame. Okay? I don't even have the words to express some of the dreams I have. They are so vivid, so epic, such grand scales that it would put any Hollywood movie to shame, even the biggest blockbusters. I kind of pity everyone that you will never ever see or hear about them because they only exist in my mind, and I don't have the talents to bring them to life. So you guys, I actually feel bad for many of you. Marlena says, hi gang. John Araki says, Qapla, John Araki. Josh Street says, Sassy is trying to assassinate Karoga's leader, Perto Prey 5, aka Tilly. Okay, I am not Tilly. Okay, those quizzes did not make me Tilly. They merely show just how poorly these quizzes are written. That's all it proves. Shromore says hey to Marlena. Marlena says, and congrats on 600 plus. Thank you so much, Marlena. And Hayes back and forth. Thomas Potts says, Bird of Prey 5 will tell the assassin I'm not Bird of Prey, I Tilly. If it gets that far, but it's unlikely. And that would really only help if Captain Foley is the assassin. Otherwise, most assassins wouldn't care. Multi-Gunman says, hi Bird, how's it going? TV, I've got the day off today, so I was able to make it. Very cool, Multi-Gunman. I hope you are doing well. I know you are away from home, and thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me. I know you have a choice in your choice of YouTube entertainment, and I did see Trek Yards went live just about a minute before I did, so thank you. And I don't know if Nerdrotic is still live. He was live earlier. Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, is Bird talking about medicated dreams. No, these are not medicated dreams. These are just crazy, vivid, I mean, epic, like, dreams where I wake up and I'm like, wow. I mean, that's something I never thought of. I didn't see a reference of it. You know, at least in memory, I've never seen things referenced. So it's like, how did it come up with something so freaking original? It's nuts. Miss Miles says, those are the best. Those are the best dreams. Medicated dreams. Schronmore says, helly there to Mom. Hector says, some call it an act of imagination. And then the guy hears bells, and then they burn a city down with meteors. Marlena says, lol to Hector. Marlena says, lots of people live at the moment. Indeed, yes, there's a lot of people live. So I greatly appreciate the 14 or so YouTubers saying are here. You are the best of the best. Because you're here. Schronmore says, Game of Thrones will end with a Dallas twist. Ned Stark wakes up and says, F that dream, I'm going for a pint, and I'm punching John on the way to the pub. People have said that it will wake up and Ned will say, yeah, I'm not going to go down. Not going to go down to King's Landing after all, and all this other stuff. Actually, I've been seeing rumors, and some YouTube channels with a hell of a lot more subscribers than me, and not Nerdrotic or Doomcock, unless they've said something today that I didn't see. I've been seeing some channels reporting that there's actually a secret 7th episode. The 7th episode of Game of Thrones filmed and ready to go, and HBO is going to pull some type of super secret twist that they're going to make the end of episode 6, which is the one coming up this Sunday, terrible. And instead of, no, there's something. My chat app is asking to reload. Okay. That they're gonna make this last episode really, really depressing and terrible. And then Thursday at 9 p.m., not Thursday, next Sunday, the following Sunday at 9 p.m. at the normal time, even though I checked the guide and there's a Muhammad Ali movie scheduled to be playing that's supposedly a week, during the normal Game of Thrones time, they're actually going to instead release an unlisted 7th episode of the season. And that the 7th episode is actually going to be the final episode of Game of Thrones. And I tried to confirm this. I could not. I could see rumors about it on Reddit. But the person I was listening to this morning on a Game of Thrones, and they seemed like they were pretty authoritative in terms of just the sheer numbers they had. They were saying that this 7th episode was almost like a guarantee. Commander, I was just saying, I was listening to Game of Thrones channel earlier today on YouTube, and the person seemed really sure it was happening. When I Googled for it, I could only find rumors and speculation. But they're basically he was planning. He's like, we're going to have an episode this week. This next week is an episode. He's like, and then there's that bonus 7th episode coming the following week. So there'll actually be 2 more Game of Thrones reviews, not just one, is what he said. Those were his verbatim words. I don't know. That's crazy. That is crazy, because I haven't seen anyone else in our immediate nerdosphere talk about a 7th episode of Game of Thrones. I would love to see that. I mean, in a way, that would be the greatest, well, I don't know about greatest, because it's circling the toilet bowl. But that would be a great feat to have an unplanned 7th episode drop where, nobody even notices it until maybe the next day, or until people start calling each other or tweeting about it. Hey, 7th episode of Game of Thrones hit HBO. I don't know. That would be crazy. I kind of want it to be true just because of how nuts it would be. But, it would be really, really, really weird. Thomas says, I'm off tonight because I feel like crap. I'm so sorry, Thomas. DJ says, hello, everyone. How are you today? Doing good, DJ. Marlena says, and Ned drinks some Starbucks coffee. Hector says, speaking of feeling like crap. Marlena and Hector are saying hi to DJ. And Rambling Canuck is here. Welcome, and hello, Bird. Welcome, Rambling Canuck. John Araki says, crazy dreams. Bird got into Anti's herbal gummies. For show. DJ says, do I make you feel like crap, Hector? Mr. Miles says, hi there, Commander Bird. DJ says, good luck, good one, Mr. Miles. Love the end of that video. Yeah, that was a fantastic end of that video, Mr. Miles. Thomas Potts says, Bird of Prey, did you see the campus Cities Skylines preview on their channel this morning? I didn't see the details, but I saw about the campus thing. I think you sent me the link. I did not see the details. Dibs, cousin Dibs. Hey Joe, welcome, cousin. How you doing? It's been a while. Hope all is well. Hector says, no, you were feeling under the weather those past days at DJ. Commander Ironwolf says, hey guys. DJ Odyssey says, okay, semi-better. Was worried you'd seen the latest bunny vid. Lol. DJ says, hey to Iron Wolf. Okay, everybody's saying hello. Mr. Miles says to DJ Odyssey, thank you. I did enjoy putting it together. Commander Iron Wolf says, what makes you think there's going to be a 7th episode? I just got into that. Marlena says, which one? The Dragon Demands or something. Marlena says, which channel I mean? Oh, which channel was I watching? That's a good question. Unfortunately, I don't remember. It was just one of the things that YouTube recommended, and I clicked on it. And I looked and they had like thousands and thousands, maybe 100,000 subscribers, something crazy like that. And I was like, oh. But I did not. I should have copied the link. I didn't think to do that. Hector says, don't think so unless the ending is so bad HBO makes a special episode using puppets. Well, Bird Mecha is streaming. That's why. Well, Mecha is streaming too. Well, so we're up against Mecha Trek Yards. At least. Those are some biggies to be up against. Now, anyone who wants to go there, obviously I don't fault you, but yeah. Whatever. Is she in a bikini, Josh? You know, I haven't seen that bikini. Hector says, is she in a bikini? Tiki of Doom says, Qapla. TJ says she's been streaming a while. She's riding crops now. She has riding crops now? What are riding crops? DJ says, hi, Tiki. And Tiki, okay, everybody's saying hellos and, you know, whatever. Hector says, riding crops. That's urban slang for something sleazy. I've never heard of it. Marlena saying, almost. DJ says, no, riding crops as in whips. WHIPS. I have no idea. When you ride a horse, a riding crop is a whip? I'm not familiar with that terminology, but thank you. DJ says, Hector, Fernando Pino, just the old blue tank top. Shromore says, HBO are playing 4D chess. They have purposely made this season crap to make a secret extra episode look great. Well, it could be. Tiki of Doom says, I'm typing words that I'm typing worse than anti-trekker today. That's a tough one. Thomas says, Cities Skylines has an official YouTube channel, and two guys have been doing a campus DLC tutorial. Very cool, Thomas. I'll have to check that out. DJ says, I left Mechas and came here, Joe. Well, thank you, DJ. Showmore says, I saw the same video with the secret 7th episode was mentioned. I think it was Talking Thrones or Emergency Awesome. Marlena says, just say you have dyslexia, Tiki, and everything will be fine. John Araki says, why did they make the tailor gay? Why did they try to make the tailor gay? Well, I gotta say, I think at the beginning they may have had all intentions of making Garrick a gay character, but I guess they kind of dropped the ball on it after a season or so, and they decided not to go down that road for whatever reason. And then, you know, it being 2019, they wanted to seem relevant. And even though they did a lot of great things in Deep Space Nine, I think Ira Stephen Bear was trying to, you know, say we could have done a little more. Tiki of Doom says, damn temporal dyslexia. That's a tough one, Tiki. I have quantum dyslexia, so it comes and goes. Chief Cook says, hi guys, welcome Chief Cook. Thomas Bot says, the stream is unlisted now. I sent you a link in Discord to it. Very cool, Thomas. I do appreciate that. Because I was going to go look for it. DJ says, hi Cook. Commander Imel says, it's been a long road. Getting from there to here. It's been a long time, but my time is finally near. Thomas Potts says they were joking about Garrick. I don't think they were. Marlena says, Bird, have you seen Razordoff's Depths of DS9? Razorfist's Depths of DS9. I don't believe I have. Darren Wagner says, Bird of Prey, Garrick wasn't gay. His behavior and his demeanor was a result of him abusing the pleasure implant in his head for years. Plus, he had a relationship with Ducat's daughter. yesterday, Darren, I don't know if you were here on the stream when I did it. I played the clip of the first meeting between Bashir and Garrick from episode 3 of Deep Space Nine. And they were definitely thinking he might have been gay at that point. That is, heterosexual men don't put their hands on the back of another guy and kind of like give him a little bit of a back rub or something as they're walking past, especially a guy you've never met before and you're sitting down having lunch at a certain time. You say, well, maybe it's a Cardassian trait, because we didn't know the Cardassians well. You say maybe, Germans. Germans are much more touchy-feely people. They touch you much, much quicker than typical Americans would, okay? And if you don't know ethnic Germans, and they put their hand on you, and you might say, oh, that's a little weird. And especially if it's a woman, like, oh, maybe she's touching my arm. Maybe she's into me. But then you find out, no, that's just Germans. They're more touchy than other people. It's a trait of their culture. So we could have said, well, maybe it was a trait of Cardassian culture. But no, we learned plenty about Cardassians throughout the 7 seasons of Deep Space Nine, and no one was touchy-feely besides Garrick. And let's see the evidence. He's a tailor, okay? Why he chose to become a tailor of all things. He could have taken any job he wanted. He was really into Bashir in that early episode. I mean, touching him and inviting him to his tailor shop and blah blah blah. And it kind of explains the rift they had with his father, that we have no real good reason as to why the father disliked him so much. And he had a relationship with Zial, but a relationship doesn't mean a sexual relationship. So it could really just be that they were friends. He was her gay buddy, her gay friend kind of thing. Okay, because for reasons, I don't think she's like, Kira said, she loved you to Garrick after she died. And Garrick's like, I could never understand why. Which, I mean, granted, that he doesn't have to be gay to say that, because, he could just be a straight guy who doesn't understand why such a young Cardassian woman would have been falling for him. And honestly, the only real reason was he was the only other Cardassian on the station. I mean, it doesn't even make a hell of a lot of sense, because she was half Bajoran anyway, and people weren't really dating within their species. But whatever. Marlena says hello to Darren, and more hellos. Hector says no, that song only must be sung when Anti-Tracker is here. Thomas Bud says, did you shoot down that helicopter into the Hudson? Did another helicopter hit the Hudson today, Thomas? I did not. Marlena says Mr. Miles says, I want a pleasure implant. I could finally enjoy STD. John Araki says, if anything, Bashir was the pansexual one. Well, maybe Garrick picked up on that. Marlena says, did Garrick have temporary gayness? Darren says, Bird of Prey, they are just saying Garrick was gay now because it gets them brownie points. Gay people don't act like Garrick in the first experience either. But the thing is, Darren, they didn't. I think you saw the documentary. So if you did, they weren't using Garrick to get brownie points. If anything, they said that they did not deserve the brownie points because they didn't make Garrick gay. They kind of acknowledged that they never pushed Garrick as being gay, and they felt that they should have. They were coming on them down on themselves for not doing it. That it was just something that they had thought of, and maybe they'd put in some initial plans to, but they clearly never said he was gay. They didn't act on him being gay, and they didn't have any plot lines where he was gay or anything like that. So, by all accounts, you are correct. Garrick, as he was presented, wasn't gay. All I'm saying is that there was some intent in the background that they were going to maybe make him gay, and they didn't do it. And I think that first episode would have been consistent. Well, the third episode. The first episode where we see Garrick would have been consistent with them making him, leaving it open to him being gay in the future. DJ Odyssey says, okay, the whole clip can be taken two ways. One as gay, or two as someone that's supposed to be considered a killer spy would do to make someone uncomfortable. But DJ, why was he trying to make Bashir uncomfortable? He wanted to befriend Bashir. Mr. Mouse says, I think Bashir was in the closet. I don't think so. We saw Bashir's deepest fantasy when the aliens came by that were making things what people thought real. Like that baseball player appeared in the holodeck when Jake was playing baseball, and he followed him around the station. And Leprechaun came true when Miles was reading a book to Molly. And what did Bashir have on his mind? He had Dax. He had Jadzia. So Bashir's mind created a Jadzia that was totally into him and was, going for it. And presumably they might have done things, because she was really into him before they got called to the bridge. And in fact, when they got called to the bridge, Julian and his fake Jadzia Dax, made it to the bridge before real Jadzia. So everyone thought she was the real Jadzia until real Jadzia came up and saw that Bashir had manifested herself as his fantasy. So yeah, we saw Bashir's fantasy, and it was Jadzia. So not gay. Maybe bi. Can't rule it out, but not gay. John Aragi says Garrick's gaydar was spot on. Hector says that implant will not resist Miles. There are other toxic substances that can do the same job cheaper. Mr. Miles says Garrick was known for playing mind games. He was always creating lies just for the purpose of staying in practice. You can't rely on anything he says about himself. That is true. Commander Imo says can't argue he's bisexual, but you can argue he's gay. Can argue he's bisexual, but you can argue he's gay. I am assuming one of those is can't. And I'm assuming can't argue he's gay. Mr. Miles retracted. DJ says, Joe, being a tailor doesn't make someone gay. Jeez, that's just homophobic. Well, listen, there are jobs where there are homosexuals are, let's say, overrepresented, but are more, more apt to find. Okay? And if he was a flight attendant or Okay, I'm not going to get myself into trouble here. But there are jobs. Okay, and a tailor working, sewing, and doing those things, I'm just saying it's not the most manliest of jobs, okay? And that's not to say that there are no gay firefighters or gay policemen or gay army soldiers who are obviously very manly, macho, kick-ass, badass type of people. But if you tell me which job is a gay spy more likely to take as cover, would it be a tailor or a I don't know, what jobs do they even have in Deep Space Nine? Or a chef? Well, I guess that's tough. Or a bartender? I'd say tailor. Thomas Bud says, I thought Bashir was gay when I first saw DS9. I also thought Tucker on Enterprise was gay based on how he acted in the pilot episode. I did not. There's nothing I saw in the pilot episode that I thought Tucker was gay. And I just watched the pilot episode of Enterprise again yesterday. Mr. Miles says Garrick was a known liar. That is true. Actor says evidence, he says, and he proceeds to throw out stereotypes and suppositions. A pretender, says Mr. Miles. Tiki of Doom is lolling. DJ says, okay, Joe, if you've never met me and someone told you I was a killer and I came up acting like Garrick, what would you think? Depends. Do I know you've been in a pink bunny suit? I would think you were a gay killer. I would think you were a gay killer, DJ. Is that... I don't know what else you think I'm going to say, but that's what I would think. Actor says, or inside a bunny suit. DJ says, you would think I was sizing you up to kill you, period. No, that is not what I would think. Because you don't size someone up to kill them by putting your hands on their back. And no, that's not what you do. Okay. I've had someone put their hands on my back like that, and it made me really uncomfortable. But thank God it wasn't a guy. It was a woman, but it was not a woman I had any interest in. And it is not good. Okay? And if it was a guy, I would have been out of there. Schronmore said, I'd say that they were going the gay route with Garrick. Most other Cardassian touchy-feely involved knuckle dusters and truncheons? Darren Wagner says Garrick was a tailor because he was a spy and nobody assumes a tailor of anything. Well, they knew he was a spy, so, I mean, it was a terrible cover. I mean, everybody knew he was a spy. Bashir was uneasy around Garrick at first because he was a strange Kardashian on a Bajoran station. Well, he was rightfully so. Darren was saying, all I'm saying is there's plenty of reasons not to think Garrick was gay. There are, but there's also plenty of reasons to say that they were intending him to be gay because the writers said they intended him to be gay, okay? And there's at least enough, circumstantial evidence to say, hey, maybe they're actually telling the truth in this. I mean, I don't know why people would want to go out of their way to say he wasn't gay. I mean, he wasn't gay in that they didn't write him as gay. But he also wasn't clearly straight until the end of the series where they gave him a relationship with Zial, which may or may not have been a, you know, sexual relationship. John Araki says Bashir wanted to be the meat of a Garrick Miles sandwich. Oh, God. DJ says if anyone could have been considered gay at the start of DS9, it would have been Bashir. No, Bashir was after Dax the first minute he saw Dax. As soon as they both stepped off the transport, he was trying to get Dax to go on a date with him. Okay? So he was 100% into Dax from the moment they saw each other. John Araki says, remember the Alamo. Great movie, says Thomas. Darren says Bashir was after Jadzia at first, and then dated Lita and several Dabo girls, then one of his mental patients, and finally Ezri. Bashir wasn't gay. Mira Kira, on the other hand, was hedocentrically bi. That is all true. Mr. Miles says, actually, I think Thomas is right. It was for the brownie points. Even if they say we didn't do it, but we should have, it's virtual signaling. We were already woke, but not brave. Well, yeah, okay, fine, but that's not to say that it's made up. Yes, they only brought it up for virtual signaling. I'll give you that. But it doesn't mean that they made it up out of thin air. That's all I'm saying. It's that I don't think they came up with this out of thin air. They didn't sit down and say, hey, how do we pretend we're more woke than we were? Let's figure out which character we could have said we were trying to make gay. And they say, oh, Garrick. Garrick fits. You know, because Ram was married, although, you know, a lot of gay people don't turn out. They end up married and don't realize they're gay until after they're married. They could have said Ram. They could have said other things. I just don't think that was a serious conversation they had. I think it was probably true that there was some intent in the writer's room early on in Deep Space Nine that a gay Garrick was at least a possibility. And this is another great episode of Cities Skylines, where we're going to spend the first hour talking about Deep Space Nine documentary, which is why I love doing these streams. John Aragi says, if anything, they should have made Kira a lesbian. Too easy. Mr. Miles says, it's all still virtual signaling. It is. I'm not saying it's not virtual signaling, but both things could be true. Actor says they are doing a J.K. Rowling. Well, I don't think they're doing a J.K. Rowling, because I think there is at least a little bit of, I can see it, okay? Dumbledore, there was zero. There was zero to make Dumbledore gay or not gay. Garrick, there's a little bit, and I trust them. I trust them more than I trust J.K. Rowling. Marlena says, agreed, Mr. Miles, and Mr. Miles says, right to Ector. Tiki Doom says, how much virtual signaling was in the DS9 movie? 10%? Certainly enough to overlook, because it was good otherwise. DJ says, because Garrick would act the way he did many times to present himself as how they thought he was, just to throw them off. It was a game for Garrick. John Araki says, Bashir only fantasized about Dax because she'd been a man before. Well, what about Lita? Okay, and Lita, as was brought up, Lita was all woman. And Bashir's a bit creepy like that. His own patient. Bashir had this fantasy of like, oh, I cure you, and now you're indebted to me. You've got to become my love slave. That's how he treated the genetically enhanced woman who wasn't talking. which, if there's anything about toxic masculinity, it's something like that. So that only makes Bashir even more straight. Darren Wagner says, at the time DS9 was in development, there was a lot of speculation after the Major League Baseball strike that baseball might not last much longer. Hence, Cisco was a baseball fan. Baseball had gone away. Darren, before the baseball strike and even to today, I think if anybody had to guess which major American sport of football, basketball, hockey, or baseball will be the first to stop being played, it's baseball. Okay, already baseball is the butt of many, many jokes about how boring it is, how long the games are, and if, you know, ratings are crashing. It's just, you know, and steroids and drug issues. It's just, it's falling apart. And I honestly believe that baseball probably won't exist by the time Deep Space Nine comes around, and that it would be, you know, a sport that's only played on some distant colonies by a handful of people who, you know, were taught the game as kids and have it. And whatever the name that player said that they claimed he was the best that ever was, is that there was only 300 people in the stands of the World Series, the final World Series. And honestly, I think that's probably the future baseball has in for it, as we get, you know, we demand more action-packed sports, and baseball's going to fall by the wayside. I think it is. I hope it doesn't, but I think it's probably true. And I don't think it would even get to the point that 300 people were at the last World Series. I think it would probably die before the numbers got that low. Oh. Thomas Bott says Garrick likes giant pink bunnies. Yeah, DJ. Garrick is coming for you. Mr. Miles says Bashir seems more gay to me than Stamets, even though he wasn't in the show. He sure seemed like he should be. A first impressions thing. Darren says, I remember when a guy was a nurse, he must be gay. Not so much anymore. Occupations aren't much of an indicator anymore. But in the 90s, they still kind of were. I think Bashir, Shrowmore says, I think Bashir would have been outed after repeatedly unnecessarily hands-on prostate exams for all the male crew. Tiki of Doom is saying your job is gay and quoting me. That's not what I said. Mr. Miles says, even though he wasn't gay in the show, in case I sounded confusing. John Araki says the entire steel industry is gay. Aerospace too. Was that a Simpsons reference? Because they did it on The Simpsons. I don't know if you meant it as a Simpsons reference. Thomas is a gay spy. What country is he from? Kurdistan? Darren Wagner says there were no male Dabo girls. That's true. Hector says, don't try to clarify, Joe. You are just digging deeper. DJ says Karoga. No, it's not from Karoga. Mr. Miles says Cisco was a chef too. How gay of him. No, that's why I said chef, because the Klingon restaurant had a chef, and clearly that Klingon wasn't gay, because there are no gay Klingons. Thomas is lolling. DJ says Miles O'Brien can cook too. He must be gay. DJ says, no, Bird, I said you did not know me. Lol. Mr. Miles says, you're a gay killer. Is that someone who is gay, or Miles, or Mills someone that kills gays? Mr. Miles is so confused. Thomas Potts is breaking Picard show to be called Picard. Breaking news. Picard show to be called Picard. From trackcore.com. So it's just going to be called Picard? Not Star Trek Picard? Okay. Well, it's not the worst title. Mr. Miles says kills, not mills. Gotcha. Chief Cook says, I'm back tomorrow. It's my birthday. Well, happy birthday, Chief Cook. I will try to remember if we see you tomorrow. We should, hopefully. DJ Odyssey says, so Bird admits women touching him make him uncomfortable. No, this was one particular woman that would have made anyone uncomfortable. Marlena says, what a lame title, lol. We gotta build jobs, Marlena. As soon as I get to the end of the comments, we're gonna play the game. Actor says they will break Picard. Poor guy, why? Chief Cook says, gay Garrick. Marlena says, just call it Chateau Picard then. DJ says he only assumed he was a spy because he was the last Cardassian on the station. Well, they assumed right, didn't they? Although he wasn't spying for Cardassia, but he was still a spy. And Thomas puts a link to a Twitter, which I guess is a confirmation of the Picard thing. Josh Reed says, Bird, we know AOC and the rest of your leftist harem are your ideal women. Mr. Miles says, thanks, Thomas. Sadly, Mecha Nerdrotic and Midnight's Edge will likely beat this channel to the announcement. Lol. Darren says, I'm saying the reason Garrick was a traitor on DS9 was because his character has been undercover as a tailor back when he worked for the Obsidian Order. Is that true, though? Is that true? I don't know if it is. Showmore says, DJ, it may have been Hillary Clinton, governor of New York. After all, I'd be creeped out too. Hillary Clinton was never the governor of New York. Chief Cook says, Garrick had a girlfriend, Zial. We don't know that they were romantically involved. John Araki says, Jadzia could have straightened out anyone. DJ says, okay, Shromore, I'll give that. Darren Wagner says, Mira Garrick was gay, I think. Mira Wuff told him, you're not my type. DJ Odd, that is a good one. DJ, but a lot of people were gay in the Mirror Universe. Or bi. DJ says, might have been after Dax, but he acted gay. Thomas says, okay, we're making Tilly, sorry, Bird of Prey uncomfortable, let's get to Skylines. Hey, John Araki says, AOC likes the sausage. Actor says, hedonistically, remember, let's not use 6-syllable words. Chat, please. Hedonistically, yes. Yes, let's keep the syllables ideally to 4 or less. Actor says, or the word Rasanati. DJ Odyssey says, Bashir would have been gay and only went for the women to get into their wardrobe. Lol. Muddling Unman says, I agree, it's virtual signaling. John Araki says, is there a tailor shop on Anti-Island? There should be. Marlena is lolling at DJ. Darren says, Dax was pansexual. She kissed a woman and a Klingon that dated her character She kissed a woman and a Klingon and dated a character with a transparent skull. I think she did more than date the guy with the transparent skull. Multi-Government says, I've been looking forward to DS9 documentary being released on DVD. You should. Thomas Spot says, August 6th, according to what was on the screen in the theater. Darren says, there was a gay changeling in the show. Well, kinda gay. Mr. Miles says, the Bird of Prey, if you ever want me to edit a video for you, please let me know. No, wait. If you ever want me to edit a video for you, let me know. There are many golden nuggets from my typical types of post-credit scenes. I think it's probably better. Yeah, not. Actor saying it's a trap. It's a trap. Yes. Marlena says, guys, I'm off to have fun with Cities Skylines. Guys, I'm off to bed. Have fun with Cities Skylines, bird, if you get to it. Lol. Thank you, Marlena, and have a good night. Everybody's saying goodbye to Marlena. DJ says golf is racist. They go around whacking white balls. Actually, they're not all white. You can get some colorful balls sometimes. Tiki of Doom is saying later to Marlena. Marlena is waving. Chief Cook says, does bowling count as a sport? Yes, reluctantly it does. Tiki of Doom says, I'll always have a soft spot for baseball, but I don't watch it anymore. Basically the same with me, Tiki. Darren says, I like baseball moments on DS9. I like this. Some colonies started up a league like Pike City Pioneers on Cessnas 3. Oh, I like the Niners. I like the baseball episode. Now, I thought they should have had the score of the game be 8-1 instead of like 24-1. Because they said, what, Vulcans are like 8 times as strong as a human. So if they kept them 8-1, you could argue, in a way, it was a tie and not a complete loss. Like 24-1 was, but whatever. Actor says, well, DJ, if you caddy is a black person, your time is backswing just right. What? Oh, Actor, no. Commander Ironwolf says, baseball pretty fun to play, but watch it sucks. DJ's long times. FYI, Bird of Prey, Marge's father was a flight attendant. That is true. But that was so disturbing to her, caused her a mental breakdown, and she couldn't fly because it was so utterly disturbing to find out her father was a flight attendant. Multi-Gunman says, yes, Bashir put on a big gay vibe on DS9. Tiki Doom says, Bashir isn't gay, he's just British. I thought he was, Middle Eastern Arab or something. Bashir. Like Syrian or something? Lebanese, maybe? I think Lebanese. John Araki says, isn't a gay spy called a honeypot? Or at least that's what it is in Archer. Chief Cook says, you white people, you gay lovers. The Multi-Gunman says, gays aren't allowed in Kuroga. That was the very first law Bird made. That is not true. Tiki of Doom says, John Araki, not necessarily a hot chick can be a honeypot too. Darren Wagner says, Picard, huh? Kinda like how they have a show just called Enterprise. Well, that lasted a couple of seasons before they changed it to Star Trek. And Thomas is saying it's Star Trek Picard. Now you've got it all changed up, Thomas. I thought it was just Picard. Now it's Star Trek Picard. STP. Chief Cook says Mecha has pictures of the Picard series. Darren says I wanted a new series called Star Trek Mirror Hoshi. Yeah. Commander Ironwolf says it's called Star Trek Picard, then it'd be STP, which makes me think of Stone Temple Pilots. Tiki of Doom says Star Trek Doom Chamber. Multi-Gunman says Darren Wagner, how about Star Trek Naked 7 of 9 for a new series title? Tiki of Doom, Star Trek After Dark. Darren Wagner, Multi-Gunman says, I told Linda Park at a convention and she said, I'll do it. Chief Cook says Garrick was exiled. Multi-Gunman says Darren Wagner, I'd watch that series. Tiki of Doom says Picard, Risa Nights. That's a good one. Chief Cook says it's August 9th. Tiki of Doom says you got colorful balls. You can get colorful balls. That is the quote. Thomas Potts says Amazon has it for pre-order August 6th. Really? Very cool. I've got to put that out. John Araki says Dale Gribbler's father was a gay rodeo clown. Hector says stereotyping again. Darren says I think Alexander Sitting should have be next to the Doctor on Doctor Who. Hector says as in England there are only white people in the 23rd century. Right? STP, DJ Odyssey. STP, soil toilet paper. Picard, the later years, says Chief Cook. And Darren says Bird of Prey. Eagle Moss just announced an XL Klingon Bird of Prey for pre-order. You going to get one? Very, very cool. I'm going to seriously consider it. I have a really, really cool Klingon Bird of Prey that is bigger than an XL Eagle Moss already. And it lights up and its wings move. So I'm going to be honest. If the Eagle Moss wings don't move, I'm probably not going to get it. Chief Cook says Bashir race as a Khan. Picard, I can only see. I can't see any lights. How many lights are there? I can't see any lights. John Araki says, I wonder if Hugh Jackson will come out on the Picard since Stewart was in Logan. And DJ says, senile Picard will be looking for an ensign named Logan. Poor Picard, he's gonna be looking for Beverly. Where's Beverly? Where's Beverly? Like, somebody will be like, your wife, Beverly Crusher, died 20 years ago. Pill time. I know you can watch me, but... John Araki says definitely pick it, Picard and a Blind Geordie buddy comedy. Hector says until the cataract operation. Chief Cook says, Bird, what do you think about this? And Chief Cook, I'm playing the game. I can't click on a link. I apologize. If you want to paste it near the end or send it to me on Discord, I'll take a look. John Araki says Beverly. DJ says Wesley. I pooped my pants again. Oh, poor Wesley. That didn't look embarrassing, I'm sure. As a pretzel fell out of my mouth. Okay, we're here to play Cities Skylines. I don't know if it's been an hour or longer. It's probably been longer. Yeah, it's probably been just about an hour. Yeah. No, just under an hour. Okay, so. Yes, I'm going to play the game, Hector. I'm going to play the game. So, what's the deal? We need a ton, very high demand for industry or offices, and medium demand for commercial zones. So we need offices, because basically, here's our problem, for those who don't remember or weren't here. We have an incredibly highly educated city. The population has stabilized at around 145,000 people. But the problem is the employment percentage. And this is from the beginning of history of the city. Employment had been damn near 100%, 98.5%. And then it started to waver. And then right here, we fell from 90% to 46% employed. And I have to assume that drop was right when I put in the Large Hadron Collider, which gives like great education to everyone in the city automatically overnight. So overnight, we had a lot of low, poor, and medium educated people become highly educated. And what that means is that they stop wanting to work at jobs on farms and factories and industry and fast food places, and they all want to work, of course, in fancy office jobs. And we had very little high-tech jobs in the city. So our our employment fell dramatically. Now, over the past few years in game time, I've been really putting in more and more offices, especially IT clusters, and you can see our employment is again approaching. Now, we are still a long way from 90+%, but we're now at 65%, which is way better than our low of 46. So we need to keep building offices and high-density commercial buildings, which both use a lot of what? Oh, SAS. Okay. Which both use a lot of highly educated workers. So that's where we are. So Superman Island was the most recent island I started working on. So we need to. I don't think there's any residential here on Superman Island. It is all different types, all commercial and offices. So let's cancel, Alexa. Slope too steep. What is too steep? I don't see anything too steep. We'll go over the highway. Let's see. Perfect. Get our backbones here. Yeah, so we're gonna fill this all in with offices in all likelihood. Maybe a little bit of commercial. No. We'll do some curved roads here. got a little circle going on there. Do that there. Connect you up there. Let's bring this up. Nice. It's an interesting connection. No, that's not good. Let's see. There we go. Okay, we got some streets, and now we should take advantage of a highway here. Let's see. Maybe we'll make that circle a one-way. There we go. There we go. Now, if we make this circle a one-way, that would probably be good for traffic. Okay, let's do that. Let's upgrade this circle to a one-way. There we go. Now, of course, it's got to be one way in this direction for it to make any sense. Nice. Nice. Okay. Now, what's our district situation? Do we have a district? We've got this district, that's an IT cluster. Okay, so we're going to make this district also an IT cluster. It's going to be a weird district. It's like we're gerrymandering. No. Sorry, we gotta swallow up Hickory Heights. Concord District. It's not the worst district. Okay. Let's see. Industrial. No, we're not. We're not putting industrial. Commercial. We don't need to specialize commercial. The only thing we need to do is make this an IT cluster, so we get more high-tech jobs. Oh, now the only problem is where we don't have any. Where is the nearest Stargate? Where is the nearest? Last time it was right in the center of the screen, and I missed it. There it is. There's a Stargate. So we need to be able to let people to walk. I don't like that. It sounds like something's on fire. If I don't look, it'll go away. Okay, if I don't look, it will go away. We need to put a path here, and I like bicycle path. Bicycle, and there we go. That will let people walk down there, so they can walk to work from the Stargate. That opens up this whole area. Now let's see. What do we do? There's probably a Stargate around here. So let's get let's get a path down there. That's good. It's better than nothing. That's something. Now, where else do we need a path? I think if we do one that comes down and over the highway, I think that would be pretty cool. Okay, so let's say it comes, no, not a zoo path. What the hell are you talking about? This path. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And okay, let's take off the grid so maybe we can save this office building here. There we go. That's pretty close. I think that'll do it. I don't think we need to destroy that building. I think if anybody's going to walk across, they will. Yeah, height's fine. Okay. And let's see. Well, we're gonna have to take one of these guys down. I guess it'll be best to take the guy on the end here, since it's the smallest. There we go. Oh man, look at, there was a ton of people in that building. Oh, I hope they find new places to work. Yeah, I will grant you this. This is a slightly steep. Path here, but I'm confident people will find a way to walk down it. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that. Let's see, where else? Come on, there's got to be a Stargate along here. Where's the Stargate? Don't make me go to Okay, it's right there. That's fine. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. So we can bring it... Well, actually, this walks right up to it. So that's not a terrible walk. Okay, so that's fine. That is good. Do we need to come up here? No, I don't think we do. So, cool. So let's put in a few, a little bit more of a road. Straight road. There we go. Okay. That's pretty good. So, now we'll fill in. Let's fill in some high density commercial first. Let's do that here in the center, and there, and now everything else is gonna be office, which we'll use the marquee tool. No, that is not the marquee tool. That is the marquee tool. There we go. Offices there. And offices here. And offices there. Very cool. Oh, and offices up here. The only place we're not going to do offices is we don't want to do it right off the highway. We want to, well, you know what? They're offices. They're not, yeah, offices are fine. Because offices are not businesses that get deliveries of goods. Offices actually don't use any goods at all, which is what's so good and different about them, although they're all service industry, you know. Nothing gets delivered or shipped out of an office, unlike in the real world where we used to get deliveries and shipments all the time. But in the game, there's no delivery trucks need to go to office buildings. So just, you don't have to worry about them for traffic nearly as much as commercial buildings, where commercial buildings need to have a source of goods, either from industry within your own city or import or export imports from either a highway that has an outside connection or a seaport or a cargo hub, a train station, cargo train station where the stuff comes from. So yeah. Let's see. Let's decorate this. Oh, that's true. This is an office area. Let's do something. Let's decorate this roundabout. Let's put something cool down here. What would be a good building for... Let's get a level 6 building. Sea and skyscraper. Impressive office building has as many companies using it. Reward for building both the passenger harbor and cargo harbor. Requirement for building the medical center. Sea and skyscraper. This impressive office building has many companies using it. Well, we could put it here, but that doesn't look nearly impressive enough. A modern art museum? I don't even think we need a modern art museum. Central Park. Oh, that's way too big. Central Park. The Statue of Colossus, we have that already. World Trade Center. No, that's not centered enough. 3D cinema, not for here. Arcadia. What? Do we have this already? Nature's Call? Jesus. I don't think we do. What is it, though? Oh. A golden skyscraper hotel located... I don't know, though. Do we have any... I don't know if anybody's going to be using a hotel in this area whatsoever. That's probably better on Orville Island. Sassy girl. Baseball. Speaking of baseball, we need to build a baseball stadium, but not here. Not here. Cadiz. Eclipse. The International Shipment Headquarters. That's pretty cool. What about you? Glory, a futuristic appliance company headquarters. We bring convenience to your door. Okay. I'm liking this Glory. So, we need... Yeah, Sassy, it's okay, girl. It's okay. There we go. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Sassy's going crazy because Mom O'Prey is getting her dinner ready. And Sassy is afraid Mom will forget to feed her. Let's see. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Now what we need to do is put up... we need to get ways for pedestrians to get there because this is technically a highway. And nobody can walk across it. So we need to put another pedestrian path, which is here. And this is good because we didn't. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And on this side, we do pretty much the same thing. There we go. And I guess we'll do There we go. Okay. That gives us ways for people to walk in. And let's see. I guess we could run this to there. So that gives them a way to come up. Okay, excellent, excellent. So now we'll put down some trees to decorate this, and I will save the game and go back to comments. Let's see, is there any parks? No. No parks here. We'll just do trees. We'll just do trees. Let's do the colorful trees. Oh, let's do... Or do we want to do the big trees? No, that's not big or colorful. Oh, there we go. There's some big ones. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Put some trees up against the building. Some trees against the road. Some in the middle. We swing around the back here. Yeah. You got a little park thing going on back here. You know, people can bring their dogs to work, and they can walk them around the back here. And maybe there's just a little garden area that's set up with some of these more colorful trees, just to keep the people in a little. There we go. There we go. And where is it? Vegetation, rocks. Bunker. That's a weird looking rock. Let's see what else we got. Castle. Oh, some rusted out. Nah, that doesn't look right. There we go. There we go. We got a little Zen rock garden thing going on, maybe. That's what I'm talking about. And then out here, we'll put a big guy. A big guy. And what are you? Oh yeah, you're really big, huh? Sure. Oh, damn, you took the trees down. What else? What else we got? Holy crap, you're way too big. Jesus Christ. Wish there was a way to see scale on here. Okay. We'll put you down. You look. Okay, cool. So now we have a nicely decorated roundabout with a massive skyscraper. And oh, visitors and tourists. I thought this would actually provide jobs. Oh well. It looks good. It looks good. And we've got our low demand for industry, so we've got just commercial now. Just commercial needs to go up. And maybe I will put some commercial back here. Okay. Gotta move this guy again. There. Right there. Don't complain. You're still got plenty of fire protection. Okay. Okay. There we go. You'll be commercial. Cool. And now we wait. We wait. Here's the city. We'll save the city. And see, do we get a rise in residential populations? City statistics. Oof. Employment percentage has remained steady. Well, I'm gonna knock this up to 3x speed, although at 145,000 people, the game is not going to simply not going to go as fast as it used to go at this speed. So let's let it do its thing, and I'll get back to comments. And we'll see. We'll see how things are going. Way back in the chat. John Araki says Deaf Picard and a Blind Geordie buddy comedy. Hector says until the cataract operation. And yes, I read these. Chief Cook says Bird, what do you think about this? And again, it's not something I can read right now. John Araki is saying Beaverly. TJ Ozzy Wesley, I pooped my pants again. Darren Wagner says so Picard is going to have a aromatic syndrome like in the TNG finale. I don't think so, but we'll see. Yes. Great. Now there's breaking news from Mamo Prey. Mayor de Blasio of New York City has announced he is entering the 2020 presidential run as a Democrat. What? Please no.
Yeah, I mean he's running, but please.
Oh no! Let him step down or something.
Yeah.
Mayor de Blasio, the worst mayor in New York City history, is running for president against I guess Bernie Sanders, against all, what were there already, like 15 Democrats already running, with 15 more ready to go. If we thought the Republicans had a lot running last time, the Democrats said, hold my beer. This is going to be crazy. But does de Blasio not understand he has no chance of winning? These poor people, how I feel bad for some of these people. Unless these are just scams to get money, which is what I think they are. Because I'll grant you, de Blasio, I don't hate him, but I don't like him as a mayor, okay? But I don't think he's a stupid person. I don't think de Blasio is a stupid person. So I think that he knows there is no chance in hell he is going to come in first, second, third, fourth, or fifth for President of the United States. Therefore, I can only assume the only reason he is running for president is that there is some way to scam money from your presidential run donations, to use them in a personal way to give yourself, to live off of that or something, where it makes sense for him to do it. Because he is not that stupid to think he actually has a chance. He was hand-trained by Hillary Clinton. But not nearly, though not as well. Yes, I'm playing the game. No, not you, people. Thomas Bott says, Chief Cook, interesting design. John Iraqi says, do they depend? Do they have depends in the 24th century? And DJ says it was 58 minutes that I was talking without playing the game. Chief Cook says Picard is the same age as Commander Adama on BSG, but not in as good a shape, mentally or physically. Thomas Bott says Chief Cook, maybe instead it should have been the B. DJ Odyssey says, don't forget you need a tailor. John Araki says, no demand for tailors. Well, when everything's replicated, and you can tell the replicator exactly what you want. Chief Cook says, a hybrid of Excelsior and Enterprise. Commander Ironwolf says, going to work, see you guys later, take care, Commander Ironwolf. Hector says, no, Johnny, they have undies with a special tribble attachment. Oh my god. Thomas Potts says, bye, Ironwolf. Everybody's saying bye to Ironwolf. Chief Cook says, Thomas, it seems bigger than the D. Thomas says, too big. Canowick says, moral of the story, good dictators need to keep people dumb. Actor says, of course. John Iraqi says, they want an Enterprise, give him the D. Chief Cook says, better looking than Galaxy-class starship. Thomas says, yes it is. Chief Cook says, it's Enterprise-class starship. Chief Cook says, type Spencer Enterprise, you can see more, Thomas. Chief Cook says, Captain Foley hates that guy. And Hector says, Captain Foley hates someone or something. No, it can't be. I agree. What? Captain Foley hates something? That's news to me. Chief Cook says, Foley said he tried to get the guy to come on Trek Yards. Thomas Potts says, there better be gay clubs for Bashir, Garrick, cooks, flight attendants, and guys who are like Tilly. Hector says, Chief, your comments are right under Thomas one. Are just right after the Thomas one. And Hector says a queer district. Not making a queer district. They don't need a district. They can use the same services as everyone else. Chief Cook says to Thomas, watch this. Hector says, and swallow what you want, bird. Don't ask for forgiveness. Thomas says he did make a penis-shaped district once. The DJ Odyssey says, did he just make a district that looks like a misshaped penis with genital warts? I don't know, DJ, because I don't know what a misshaped penis with genital warts would look like. Hector says, this is getting uncomfortable. Kennewick says, shaped like a Klingon version, or so I hear. Multi-Gunman says, Bird is going to put a cotton field in the middle of the roundabout for Jordy to work in. Oh, God. DJ Odyssey says, that was funny. The last district he made looked like a penis. He called it the Vixen. Chief Cook says, a bird, where is Autobot City? It hasn't been touched yet. Thomas Putz says, DJ, yes, that's the one. Chief Cook says, that is a nice looking ship. John Araki says, we're going to have to take one of these guys down. I guess one of these guys on the end because they're the smallest. I was talking about buildings, not people. Hector says, not sure about the 5 logo. What will happen when Joe is substituted with BOP6? Multi-Gunman says Superman Island is looking good, Bird. Thank you, Multi-Gunman. Chief Cook says it would be better than Enterprise D for TNG. Thomas says yes, it would have been. Zethon says Joe needs to download a giant penis-shaped building to put in the middle of the roundabout. Chief Cook says Majel saw the ship and said she wished Gene could see it. Aw. Multi-Gunman says here it comes. He's going to put a cotton field in the roundabout. I was about to say runabout because I'm still in Deep Space Nine mode. Hector says in Buenos Aires we have a simple obelisk and that is enough. John Araki is saying Sassy kill because Sassy was barking. Hector says Sassy, Mama Prey never forgets to give food. Just look at Joe. DJ Odyssey says, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Bird of Prey. Multi-Gunman says Sassy Ninja Beagle. Well, ninjas sneak up on you. DJ says, that went so good with the colorful balls quote from earlier. Hector says they are close to the ground. Chris Purser says, in my worst Dr. Farnsworth's voice, sad news, everybody. Picard series is official. DJ Odyssey says, Chris, yes, the show will probably be looking for some ensign named Logan or yelling for Wesley to come change his pants because he pooped them again. Hector says, well, Nerdrotic says that the series is so important that STD Season 3 may be cancelled, so maybe something good would come of it. I'll be honest, when I heard that the Picard series was going to be on Amazon and not Netflix, I seriously doubted that Discovery was going to come back. Now I know I've called things canceled before and I've been wrong, so I wasn't going to jump out on this one. But do they really expect people around the world, now not the United States, but everywhere else, that if you want to watch both new Star Trek series, or conceivably 3 Star Trek series if you count Nickelodeon, you're going to have 3 different services to be able to watch them all? You're going to have to pay for Netflix, you're going to have to pay for Amazon, and you're going to have to pay for some type of cable service to get Nickelodeon. Isn't that a load of crap? So I almost feel like Discovery either is going to be canceled or might come over to Amazon. Maybe if Netflix is so fed up with Discovery that they don't want to do the Picard show, then it's quite possible they'd say screw Discovery and let Amazon take it or something. I don't know. Sell their rights to Amazon. Sublet it. Whatever they got to do. DJ says STP isn't Star Trek Picard. It's soiled toilet paper. Chris says to DJ Ozzy, the official leaked image looks like he might have soiled his shorts. And Chris says if the grain of salt is comprised of the Pacific Ocean. Team Deriver says moods. Welcome, Team Deriver. Welcome. Team Driver says Fortnite as best. Well, I don't play Fortnite. Never have. Chris says DJ Odyssey, interesting. You should bring up TP. I think that was one thing Admiral Cornholio was looking for in STD. And Team Drive again says Fortnite is best. DJ is lolling. Thomas says, is there a mod that allows more trees than the limit? There is. There is. DJ says Fortnite, what's that? You know what Fortnite is. Thomas says don't play Korg on Fortnite. DJ says doesn't matter what it is. Shronmore says DJ, I'll bet what happened with STD, which I hope doesn't happen with Picard. They wrote the script for STD sitting on the toilet and mixed up the paperwork. Hector says you should try to be in Fortnite, DJ. Giant pink bunny and his moves would fit just right in. DJ says nah, I'll stick to playing modded Fallout 4. Hector says I mean as a character, not playing it. Multi-Gunman says DJ Odyssey, I mostly play around with my old Sega Genesis. Chris, have a great night, everyone. Gotta make supper. Take care, Chris. Thanks for stopping by. But he's saying goodbye to Chris. Hector says, we are going very gay for a moment, Bird. John Araki says, douche Blagio 2020. Thomas says, so he's the 24th clown to join the race. John Araki says, how much longer until AOC can run? Not this time, and I don't think next time, but the time after that. So 2028. DJ says 23 Dems and counting. AOC can't run for president for another 5 years. Well, 6, says DJ. Thomas says the DNC isn't rigged this year, that's why more are running. Multi-Gunman, oh, you don't think it's rigged? It's rigged. Multi-Gunman says, how does it make now 3,975 Democratic candidates? Showmore says several candidates will die in mysterious shaving accidents. After Hillary enters the race, there's going to be a lot of suicides. A lot of suicides shot in their back while their hands are tied. And Thomas Bot says, but DJ, she totally wants to. Oh, she totally does. And I'm not even, I'm still at 50-50 that she might enter the race. I don't care what she says. Hector says, isn't rigged. I'm not American, but I know for a fact that they are only rigged internals on both parties. DJ says, can't do it no matter how much Bird would want her in, lol. Thomas says the 2016 was rigged for Hillary. The RNC tried to stop Trump from getting the nomination. Kenwick says, yes, a field of narcissists in both parties who want handouts so they can give jobs, contracts to their chums, and they hope they can get some plum cabinet ambassador job. Schroenmeier says, Thomas Potts, clowns indeed, Pennywise in name, but thieves by nature. Rock Z, welcome back, Rock Z. He says hi. Kenwick says hello. Everybody's asking Rock Z how he's doing. Multi-Gunman says Roxy right on. Multi-Gunman says he's doing good, just hanging out with Bird. And Sassy's barking because Sassy wants attention. And Roxy says Bird is always so nice. Thank you, Roxy. I really am. Don't listen to these people. They're all liars. If they're saying I'm not nice. Multi-Gunman says yes, he is. He's very nice. Kennewick says DNC is totally rigged for Biden, in my opinion. Mr. Londell's groovy movie says Qapla, Qapla. Mr. Londell. John Araki says Quimby 2020. Rack Z, excuse me, Rec Z, yes. I need to remember. Rec Z. Rack Z. Okay, Rack Z. Rack Z. Rack Z. I think that's it. Rack Z. Cool. Very cool. Thank you so much, Rack Z. And again, I apologize. Soon enough, I will get it right. Rexy. Okay, Rexy. That works. That works. So let's go check in on the game and see how it's doing. After we put up a ton of commercial. Oh, we need even more. Very high demand for industry and office, and medium demand for commercial zones. So even though we filled up the entire Superman Island with nothing but offices, commercial, and IT clusters, thousands and thousands of new jobs, I'd imagine. And we also filled up half of the bottom, the outside half, the outside edge of Avenger Island with an IT cluster last time. And down here too with commercial. Despite all of this new stuff, we still have just as high demand for office and for commercial. So we need to keep building. Let's see. Did we get any help? Did we get any help in the city statistics? Huh. Well, yeah, we did. I think we're at 65%. We need to get to at least 90% for a healthy, functioning city. So we're going to need to put down some more. So I will be right back in a minute, and we'll keep building. Be right back. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Let's get the camera up again. There I am. Hello, everyone. Okay, so we need more jobs. We need even more jobs. Where did all of these jobs go? Okay, well, you know what? I didn't want to do this, but let's start filling in some. Here's the thing. In previous games, when I've gotten to this point, I started unzoning old industrial zones and replacing them with offices. Now, the only problem with doing that is that we don't have a lot of general industry zones. The industry we have now is like farming and forestry, and we kind of need those resources. So I don't think... Do we have... Maybe we've got some general industry on Rabbit Island somewhere? Let's see, what do we got? We do. We've got some general industry here. So you know what? I'm going to pause this. And we're going to unzone. We're going to unzone this stuff. And we're going to replace this with offices. At least some of it. There we go. At least some of it. Now I want to keep a little industry here because don't we have... We do. We've got this train station. That lets industry ship. Although the train station can just be used to receive goods. So you know what? We don't need to have it. We're just going to do a little bit of industry by the train station. And all of this is going to be replaced with office. So all these buildings will come down and they will be, in theory, replaced with office buildings. And in my experience, for some reason, getting rid of the existing industry, there we go. Let's get the speed up again. Erasing the old industry and replacing it with office seems to change over the demand quicker. Of course, nothing is being deleted. Okay, these buildings, no, okay, that I don't want to. Wait, that's a historical building? Yeah, no, we're taking you down. We're taking you down. Okay. In theory, had I dezoned these, they should have just come back as offices, but no, I don't want to. What structure is this? Oh, that's a crematory. Well, what the hell are you? Fire station. Oh, no. We don't want to destroy the fire station. No. Another fire station we don't want to destroy. Now what are you? Eco-friendly company, industrial building. So why won't you let me be deleted? Historical building. No. There's nothing historical about it. Goodbye. There we go. We've got offices growing over here. Very, very cool. Okay. Let's see. Is there any? Yes, there is. These places still need to go. Are there any other offices? Industry on Bunny Island? No, there is not. And we're having a thunderstorm in the game. Hey, Zethon, is this phallic enough for you? Let's see. I guess we could fit in. We could fit in some more. Some more offices here. Let's see. Didn't get commercial filled in here. Okay. There we go. And that is a terrible street. But we'll leave it. We will leave it. Okay, so we still have commercial demand, so we'll fill in back here with commercial. In fact, we'll fill in We'll fill in this whole section with commercial. There we go. And the rest of you will be offices. Because we gotta pack in the jobs. Our people need jobs. Okay. We will. We'll keep building. How is the tourism going here? 64 and 50. That's not bad. That is not bad. Now, unfortunately, except for the outside shape, it is really hard to tell that this is Superman Island. So let's call this Superman Square, and this is Supergirl Hamlet. There we go. So that gives us some idea that this was Superman Island. Glory. Glory to your house. I saw that Gowron real estate picture again today. It still makes me laugh. It still makes me laugh. Okay, so we need more. We need more space. We need more businesses. Oh, what did I say would have been good? Something was going to be good on Orville. Let's get it up. A baseball stadium. Yes. Yes. The Niners. This is going to be Niners Stadium. Well. Oof. Not enough room. Not enough room. We could put it. Could it put it behind the airport? Is there? There's really no close Stargate though. Is there? Maybe there is. Let's see. No, the closest Stargate's over there. Oh. Well, we could put it over here. We could put it over here. Where are we? No, it's Monument. Unique building. Okay. Space already occupied. Oh, by the Stargate. That's okay. The Stargate can be there. There we go. Okay, cool. So we now have a baseball stadium. And this is the DS Niners Stadium. Now, it's not a functioning baseball stadium. It's basically just like a park. Look at all these people using the Stargate, and they're all walking. Where are they walking to? Where are you guys going? Are you crossing? Are you guys going to these industries? No, you guys have to be going somewhere else. Don't tell me you're walking all the way across this bridge. No, I think some of you are. Really? That's the closest? That is the closest subway stop to where you want to go? Hey, why don't we use... We could put up stuff here. Yeah, offices. Offices, they don't slow down traffic. That'd be perfectly fine. And clearly they're within a Stargate distance, because people are walking there already. Oh, there we go. What island was this? Yeah, that was the original Bunny Island. We could put offices here. Offices by the dock. Why not? Why not? Yeah, industrial demand is through the roof. And it's not just industry, it's industry or offices. Now, I'm suspecting that it's really just for offices, because if your citizens are highly educated, which ours are, then they really want office jobs. They don't want industry jobs. That said, you think the game could have just given us 4 bars to separate the offices from the industry, so we'd have a little better idea of who wanted what. But the fact that offices grow immediately after you put them down is pretty strong evidence for the fact that it is indeed offices that are what are desperately needed. You know what? We could squeeze in more offices down here. Let's see. Now this is the one way, but there we go. We gotta take out this. Priority, and yield. Cool. Okay. So we gotta put more offices. Offices over here. These won't be the biggest offices, but they'll do. Oh, what do we got here? More roads that haven't been filled in. Okay. And I guess we should connect these. That makes sense. Very cool. Very cool. Now, here's the thing. We need more. We need more. It keeps coming up. So, do I want to... You see, Orville Island, I wanted to save Orville Island. I was going to put maybe an amusement park or a nature preserve or something big. You know what? We could still do that. We could still do that. But I think I'm going to cut out a small piece of Orville Island, like this sliver back here. And we are going to make it... We are going to make it industry, a hub of industry, not industry, a hub, another IT cluster. So, I think that's what we need to do. So, let's see. A big road. We need a big road. The 6 lane with the bus lane. That's what we need. We need it to... There we go. There we go. No. This entire road came up as a bridge. And it looked so nice. It looked so nice. There we go. Okay. Really? Fine. You want to be... You want to have a problem like that, then you have a problem like that. Okay. Now, smaller roads. I like these. I like these tree-lined roads. Yeah, Sassy, you tell them, baby. I don't know who you're telling what, but you tell them. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, we need to district this. It's going to have Notre Dame as part of this district, whatever we end up calling it. There we go. Now, you know what? This is going to be the, let's see. This is going to be Ectorville. Because Ector is here quite a bit. Ector, I think it's time. You got a little place named after you. So this is Ectorville. And we will give it the IT cluster specialization. It's good. Now something I haven't done in a while, let us actually make sure that it's zoned. It's got healthcare. Healthcare is good. Education doesn't need. Police coverage is good. Emergency services is good. Fire coverage is good. Healthcare and death care are both very good. So really, this district is all ready to go. We could. Now we have a park here already. I was going to say we could put a park down, but in all truthness, we already have a park. So I think it's time we just fill it in. Now, I don't know how close I want to get to Notre Dame, but you know what? We need it. So we're gonna fill this all in. You know what? We can do it quicker. We can do it quicker with the marquee tool. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, there. As close as we can get. But not... We won't do it here. We won't do it right next to Notre Dame, but we'll do it certainly behind Notre Dame. So, very cool. So this section will grow in, and let's... Before we got to tear down too many buildings, let's go ahead and connect this road just so we have some connections. And it gives another Stargate access, because they'll walk down that road without an issue, so that is cool. And sure, we'll fill in. It's okay, Sassy. It's okay, baby. Yeah, Sassy. Sassy's going crazy because a suction cup, I believe, that we have in the bathroom. Yes, we have like a suction cup thing for like soaps and stuff, and it fell off the wall, which it does once or twice a year. And this was the lucky day, and it drove Sassy very, very interesting, very crazy. Okay, so we actually, commercial demand is a bit higher right now than industry or office. So let us fill in some commercial down here. It's low density commercial. Let's do that as office, and we'll do high density commercial down this road. Let's see. Does this make sense to connect it? I think it might. Yeah, that's not a bad connection. I mean, we do have to get rid of the traffic light, but it's not bad. Priority yield. Very cool. Okay. There we go. Now, let me save the game. Demand is low. I think it just needs time to catch up. I think it needs time for these things to build up. And once they build up, I suspect it will rise again. But let us check the statistics. Employment rate is rising slowly. 66 points. Well, 66.7. It rounds up. Okay. So, we're on our way. Population. So not quite a record high, but really damn close. So, resuming the game. I'm going to put the map on. I'm going to do comments. Oh, now there are real sirens outside. I think that's an ambulance. Where are we? Right, Rexy, giving me his name. TJ Odyssey says he will never get it right, or at least remember it. That could happen. Actress says now say Iraqi right. Iraqi. Rexy says he got it right. Thank you, Rexy. TJ says give him 20 minutes, he will forget. John Iraqi says have Bird sing a couple of songs like Lola and Wrecking Ball, and he'll remember your name. Actor says, I remember when he said Rasanati right once. DJ says Bird's favorite song is I Touch Myself. That is not my favorite song. Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movie says, I think you need Smokestack Industries. No, excuse me. The town, the city is too educated for Smokestack Industries. Shromore says the European and Irish elections are on soon. There are many candidates. Oh, that's a nice view. There are many candidates that are so far left they make AOC seem right of Trump. Actor says no far right too. Alex Brooks says hello. Welcome, Alex Brooks. Everybody's saying hello to Alex Brooks. Rexy says DJ Odyssey, I touch myself. What the hell? He's lying, Rexy. Lying. Actor says Italy and Brazil elected far-right presidents. Don't see far-left winning presidencies lately. Speaking of Italy, if you YouTube search Women, Italy, women's pole vault. Like pole vaulting. You could spend the next hour just watching pole vaulting videos. I know because somebody posted one this morning and I was like, I have a new favorite Olympic sport. Women's pole vaulting. I thought women's volleyball was the best Olympic sport. No. Women's volleyball team. DJ Odyssey says Bird has all these fancy videos he could play during these times he leaves us with dead air. It wasn't dead air. You were seeing the map move. You were seeing the beautiful city. Rexy says, yuck. You guys want me to play a video when I leave to do my thing? For the minute and a half, 2 minutes? I guess I can find a video if that's what you guys really want. Wow, look at that island. That is an island of commerce. That really should be Ferenginar. Shromore says, Ector, there are a few right-wing parties, about the same as Republicans, and one far-right party. DJ says it's a song, Rex Z. He sang it live about 2 weeks ago on the stream, but I didn't sing it because I liked it. I sang it because somebody wanted me to sing it. Ector says he's getting lazy. I'm not getting lazy. Kennewick says the far right's identity politics have consumed their own party. It's like identity politics throwing a boomerang and having it come back and take off your head. John Araki says, where are all the ferries? Well, they're not on these islands, but look at how many people are using the subway. That is amazing. Ector says paused. DJ says the blue oyster. Multi-gunman says lol. Multi-gunman says DJ Odyssey, I see what you did there. Nice. DJ says thank you. Rexy says they're European offices. Chief Cook says red alert. Did you guys hear the bed go off? Ector says eco, you can't demolish EOC industrial. Savage. Reed. Rexy says you're eco. You're echo. You're eco? Or echo? Am I echoing bad? Ector says, I'm recyclable. Rex Z is ellipsing. Ector says, well, biodegradable, really. Rex Z, Bird, you aren't using Daylight Classic. No, I'm not. I am using Ultimate Eye Candy, where I can set the time of day and whatnot. Ector says, the only classic thing Bird uses is Coke. And Sinatra songs. Well, there's actually a lot of classic things, but those are both true. DJ says it isn't a thunderstorm, it's Hillary Stiles walking in a condory pantsuit. Rick Z says, ugh, just ugh you. Ector says you haven't seen DJ's latest video. DJ says, poor Thomas keeps getting recommended to see the videos of me in the shower. Actor says, that's frightening. Thomas says, DJ, I did send you a picture of that in Discord. DJ says, yeah, I think YouTube does those out of your normal search history. Yeah, I guess Thomas is searching for men in the shower. Actor says, how many videos of DJ showering can there be? And DJ says, 3. Jesus, DJ. Actor says, let's talk no more of it, because YouTube hears everything. Tiki of Doom says, name the major street, Lois Lane. Could do that. DJ says, cool, Thomas, Golden Age, right under my ding-a-ling bit. Actor says, and the swamp dump, Jimmy Olsen. And the suede dump, Jimmy Olsen. Rexy is more ellipsing. Tiki of Doom is lolling. Thomas Bond says, well, war is a ding-a-ling sometimes. DJ says, somehow I gained a subscriber last night. Very cool, DJ. Actor says, industrial demand is through the roof. Actor says, this city is officially part of Roga. Well, yes and no. Roga is technically underground, subterranean. This is like a city that we built so people can come visit Qapla, and it's kind of like a tourist trap. The real Qapla is subterranean and cannot be attacked. DJ Odyssey says that's only what he wants you to believe. Actually, says something doesn't add up in the Bird cinematic universe. Thomas says so Qapla are goblins. No, there's no goblins. Multi-Gunman says new Qapla is underground. It's like a huge bunker. Basically, that's right. Just in case Kurdistan attacks or anybody. Actually, says Qapla are mock list of the time machines on this. Oh, Morlocks, not Mocklings. Morlocks. Rogan propaganda machine is run by AOC and Brie Larson says DJ Odyssey. Multi-Gunman says it's just what they want you to believe. Actor says we need the truth before striking. DJ says we all have all the proof. We've seen while he smiles and laughs as he destroys his own people. Canowix says didn't the Morlocks Eloi? Who are Qapla's Eloi? I have no idea what Eloi are. Multi-Gunman says you never get the truth. Qapla is a nation of secrets, deep state secret. That is true. Actors as the citizens we are seeing is my guess. DJ says Morlocks raised the Eloi to eat. And DJ says so there's an upper world of Qapla and a lower world ones eat. Well, there are 134,662 Eloys right now. Says Hector. Canoy says Kurdistan, the Eloi, are Kurdistan, the Eloi. Behind, I'm trying to figure out the Bird expanded universe. Hector says 145,724 is floating. That's my Captain Foley impression. Sorry. DJ Odyssey says that's when he's so desperate to grow the population. That's why he's so desperate to grow the population. I'm trying to get the population jobs. I'm not trying to grow the population. Son of a bitch. Red alert. Actor says maybe the city at the edge of forever is battled too. DJ says Kurdistan is the time traveler trying to save them. Actor says almost for sure they are too. Multi-Gunman says Kurdistan propaganda. They are not trying to save us. They are trying to commit genocide against the citizens of Qapla. DJ says finally he makes a district that doesn't look like a penis. Multi-Gunman says it's all been leading to this, the penis district. No! Mr. Lindell's groovy movie says the Multi-Gunman, where are all the wealthy, annoying types live and breed? Multi-Gunman says Mr. Lindell's groovy movie is reserved for Kurdistan citizens only. Multi-Gunman says the Mr. Lindell's groovy movie is reserved for Kurdistan citizens only. Mr. Lindell says Multi-Gunman anti-trick included, of course. Multi-Gunman says Mr. Lindell movies, he requires a visit to Qapla, and he can't go outside the penis district. Actress says, I was doing some Japanese college intrinsic tower model competition, and I missed you naming a district in my name. Shame on me. Thanks, Bert. You are welcome, actor. You're here so much. Thomas Potts yells robot voice. And Kenwick says, yes, robot voice crackling. Sound is wrecked, reset the sound, bird is assimilated. I'll put it on. Testing. Oh wow, it is bad. Let's see. And did that work? Testing. 1, 2, 3. No, it did not. Test again. How is it now? Wow, it's let's try it again. Hello, YouTube. Let's try it again. Hello, YouTube. We got it. We got it. Okay. Sorry about that. That was weird. And of course, I just purchased Reaper because it had worked flawlessly for like 4 weeks. Or 3 weeks. 3 or 4 weeks. And I purchased it today, and of course today is the first time that Reaper gives any hint that there's a problem with it. Oh well, that's just the way it works. Sorry about the sound. I guess it's going to take a while before I realized there was a problem. Vibrating robot voice. Canoic says, "Oh, I entered a wormhole. Photon torpedo away." Multi man yelling sound. Josh says breaking news. World finds out bird of prey is a robot. Vibrating robot voice. Again, Multi-Gun Man says. Kennewick says, Mama Bird needs to turn off Bird and turn him back on again. Actor says, I knew it. The hospital bed was truly the body of his... was a true body all this time. Thomas says, sounds better. Kennewick says, yes, audio 95% back to normal. DJ says, you want me to play as video as I do my thing as I'm away? Bird of prey. Wow, was that far back? Multi-Gunman says, sounds back to normal. Actor says, almost good, crackling a bit. A little like Doomcock video, since months he's had problems with his sound that he's never corrected. DJ says still a lot of crackling, clicking as he talks. Multi-Gunman says, I hear clicking now too. And Thomas is going, Borg. DJ Odyssey says, and it back to Robot Bird. Canoic says, I am Locutus of Bird. Canoic says, alright, who has Anti-Tracker's phone number? Miss Lundell's Groovy Movie says, cooking dinner, what did I miss? Canoic says, Bird got assimilated. The Thomas Bot says, Bird is a Borg now. Tiki of Doom, this is the most cyberpunk stream ever. Thomas Bot says, dear God, how long until he sees our message about his voice? Not terribly long. Tiki of Doom says, good thing I'm already crazy or this would be weird. Thomas Bot says, finally, no, only took 11 minutes, not bad really, says Kennewick. Tiki is lolling. Thomas is still bad. DJ says, just think, Bird, you are making us listen to that for the last 11 minutes. And we're up to 17 people. We have more people now with the robot voice than we had the entire earlier part of the stream. Mom is saying 18. DJ is saying 15. Thomas Butts says 69 is the secret number. Thomas Butts says better, yes, back to normal. Tiki of Doom says muy bueno. Muy bueno indeed. And look at that. Our demand master is now up for commercial. We need more commercial. We may have gotten enough office jobs. That is good to hear. It's good to hear. Look at this. This beautiful area here of I wonder if this has increased the number of people taking the subway and mass transit, because I mean they got to get to these jobs somehow, and they can't drive. Look how big. Look at how big this city has gotten. Good for it. Good for it. It might be time Might be time to do another screenshot for the YouTube thumbnail. Nimbus 3. How is Nimbus 3? This whole island might have to be razed to the ground. I think so. I think Nimbus 3 is a major problem. Everything was good till we tried to build Nimbus 3. You know what? I'm making an executive decision. We're gonna take out Nimbus 3. And Thomas is saying, make sure you have room for the new DLC stuff. Stadiums are in it, but yeah, but they're all under campus stuff. I honestly am not sure I'm gonna get the DLC right away. Well, I was about to smash a meteor into Nimbus, but then I'd have to deal with the cleanup and whatnot. I might destroy Nimbus off camera because that's just going to be boring. Tearing it all down. Let's see. How's our traffic doing, and how is our mass transit? Traffic flow is at 78%. That's 79%. Back to 78. But hey, damn near 80. That is freaking amazing. Okay, and I think this is a new record high. Over 10,000 residents using mass transit, and almost 2,500 tourists using mass transit. The vast majority of them, over 9,000 residents and almost 2,000 tourists, are using the subway, with ferries being the distant second. Very, very cool. Very cool. So we are definitely a success of mass transit. That is undeniable. Let's make sure. Water availability is starting to get a little low. Water and sewage availability. So you know what? Before things get weird, let us put down some more of these. These are both combined water and sewage, so they will keep the city growing for another 100,000 people probably before we have to adjust them. There we go. Water availability and sewage treatment are off the charts, so very, very cool. Okay. Well, guys, I think this is about it for this stream. Let's see how. Save the game. Let's see. How is the employment percentage? Are our people getting jobs? Oh, look. Look at that. Industrial and office demand is right back up to max again. Jeez. They can't get enough of these offices. I'm almost afraid that demand is just broken. Let's see. City statistics. Employment percentage. Oh, we need to take off population. Okay, it is clearly on its way up. It is slow. It is slow, but it is on its way up. We've come from a low of 54%. No, a low of 46%. And we've increased to 66 point, even more. Oh, wait, I thought it was 68%. I thought I sorted 68. 68%, yes. 68.57%. So it is on its way up. Now I might let this game run a little as I end the stream, just to see if it needs more time. But let me read some of the last comments, and then we're gonna call it a night. DJ Odyssey says 15. Thomas's 69 is the secret number. I didn't do the secret number this time. Kennewick says yes, back to normal, muy bueno. Thomas says make sure you have room for the new DLC stuff. I'll try, but I'm not 100% sure. He says stadiums are in it. DJ is yelling meteor. And DJ says, boo, you Artilio prey. You just took all our joy away. Sci-fi guy is yelling for meteor. Okay. I saved the game. We'll do a meteor. I don't know. Maybe the meteor will be the best way to cleanse Nimbus 3. Oh look, Nimbus 3 is on fire already anyway. Nimbus 3 is on fire anyway, so what the heck? Is a level 25 meteor really going to be any different? There we go. Level 25.5. That'll put out the fire. What's that? Hit it 5 more times. Why would I do that? Just to make sure they're all dead. Okay. If you guys think that's right. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available. There we go. Now we play the waiting game. I'm tired of the waiting game. Let's play Hungry Hungry Hippo. Hector says, well, it was on the rise early, as Obama would say. Mr. Londell says, if only it was that easy to build a city. Actor says, seeing how stupid city authorities, I would say that is easy. And Mr. Londell says, Notre Dame, shouldn't it be with gone with charters? It's much better. I don't know. Is charters a different cathedral? Oh, come on. Why is this taking so long? I thought I sped up meteors in this game. No. Let's see. Okay, anytime. Hector says charters. There we go. Oh man. Oh, how unfortunate. Oh no. Oh well. Oh no, the tsunami. The tsunami has emptied the ocean. The ocean is empty. You can walk out to the ocean floor. Oh no! Oh, Odyssey Square. The wall. The wall didn't protect Odyssey Square. And now it's going to become like a giant swimming pool. Oh no, look at the cars. The cars are trapped in a tsunami wave. They are being washed down the crevices of Odyssey Square. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh, and even these guys, the wave breaks over and it's still going. It's still going. Okay, well, there we go. These pools, these crevices in DJ Square, they're going to become the graves of many people who are on the streets. But they do protect. Oh man, look at all this water. Maybe I gotta break the wall. Maybe if I break down this wall, the water will recede back into the ocean. And oh, Avenger Island. They washed over Avenger Island. But you know what? This was the one section of Avenger Island that had no buildings. I can only imagine. Oh, look. Oh, those cars. I guess the cars have gone, but I can only imagine all the cars that were washed into what we'll call Avenger Bay. Oh. Where is the tsunami headed? Oh. It's coming up on land over here. It's gonna stop. Mr. Miles Island got some. Oh, look at this. It filled in. It created a new lake. It created a new lake on the Wrench Island. And I just say these natural walls, they've all filled in too with water. The natural tsunami defense that was accidentally put into this map is pretty amazing. Of course, Anti-Tracker Island, no such defense. Anti-Tracker Island is being devastated. Look at those cars. Oh my god, look at those cars. Those people are not going to make it. Oh. Anti-Tracker Island is being devastated by the tsunami wave from the meteor. Oh boy. Oh no, you guys. You're not gonna. Oh, you shouldn't have driven. Turn around. Get out of your car and run. You're gonna get. No. That's it. You're gone. You're a goner. You're being carried away. Where are you gonna be carried to? Probably down here. Oh no. Stampy is probably. They probably just got Stampy. The new Stampy. Oh. This is tragic. This is tragic. Oh well. Okay, well. Hey, population has barely moved. Barely moved. In fact, it's going up. Oh yeah, how did Nimbus? Oh man. Well, we've got a volcano. I'm half tempted to save the map as it is, but I'd hate that Nimbus 3, whatever this island is, greatest American superhero island, was destroyed after I already completely destroyed Battlestar Galactica, and it's just a hump of land. Although this does look pretty cool. We'll see. Hector says no DJ district. DJ says free car wash. Thomas says good thing I don't have a district. Tiki of Doom says Odyssey Square is getting a good douching. Hector says well the pit served its purpose. Miss Lundell says Hector, I could spell that word incorrectly. Hector could never spell that word correctly. Multi-Gunman says Turtistan has attacked with their secret meteor weapon. No, this was a Karoga test simulation of a Turtistan attack. Hector says it's not so bad in the end. Avengers had suffered through enough already. Miles has a new pool. Groovy. Tiki Doom says Anti-Trigger Island is a shithole. DJ says simply just bit the dust. Stampy just bit the dust, indeed. Actor says after last Game of Thrones episode, this is nothing, Joe. This is just not impresses us. It just doesn't impress us anymore. Well, it's tough, Actor. It's tough to compete with the burning and sacking of King's Landing. Multi-Gunman says a win for Karoga. Anti-Tracker Island is being devastated. Actor says it seems like only Turtistan has fake news. Multi-Gunman says fake news is Turtistan's biggest industry. That is true. Canoic says Nimbus 3 looks like a taco bowl shell. Now I feel like taco bowls. Great, Canoic. Thank you. I'm kidding. Tiki of Doom said something, but it's gone now. And DJ says, fill the Nimbus crater with sewage now. Oh, that would be fun, except that we've already got our sewage taken care of. Thank you guys all for coming. And wow, 19 here. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you want to hit that dislike, that is fine too. I just ask you, please leave me a comment after the video is ended with why are you disliking? What could I improve? I know we had the robot voice for a while. I do apologize. I'll have to give my text number to a couple of other trusted people who come often, who can warn me when such things happen, if they're so inclined. But we'll get through that. So thank you again for coming. Have a good night. Qapla and Anti-Tracker, remember, if you are interested, Anti-Tracker says he's going to be going live around 11 to 11:30 p.m. tonight, Eastern. Closer to his original time, because it's a very unusual holiday. A very unusual work week for him. So his new normal is out for today. He's back to an old schedule just for today. So and then tomorrow he said he would be doing a morning live stream around 11 a.m. So now it might change come tonight, but just for Anti-Tracker fans, keep that in mind. Qapla, take care. Thank you all so much. And let's see, what is a bit of wisdom? Parting bit of wisdom. Ancient Chinese proverb, I am told. Man with watch knows the time. Man with two watches is never sure. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. If you want to visit me, check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. And if you're really crazy, you can send me some money on PayPal. Take care. Is never sure. A man with two watches is never sure what time it is, because the watches are never going to be perfectly synced. Because in ancient China, They didn't have the nuclear clocks that wirelessly set everybody's watches.